We're back, baby, with the one and only, the Gwinnett Gobbler himself, Radio Griff, here to talk about all things National Foosball League. Griffin, it's been too long, man.
Do I know you? Do I know who is this?
You know the new me.
The new you. There's
New and improved. Two-time Super Bowl champion, bred from the Southeastern Conference, our farm system, Alabama and
UGA.
UGA.
Talked about last year. There's no need. It was a fluke season. Weird things happened. We're on to 2025, 2026.
Fair enough. I will not gloat. I've already taken many victory laps. So here it is. Griffin, let's talk about our overall division, conference, and Super Bowl picks. Guest of honor, sir. Let's start in the AFC, the least popular conference, if we're honest. Come on, right? Yeah, let's go division first, and then we'll work our way up.
What division do you want to start with?
Let's do AFC East. So we have the Bills, Dolphins, Patriots, and Jets in that one.
Yeah, I think the Bills easily win this division. I mean, just a little sneak peek. I think the Bills are going to be very good this year, and are going to accomplish a lot of great things.
Like, how great are we talking? Are we talking?
We'll see. I don't know.
I mean, nobody knows, and that's why they play the games. Am I right?
Like, I personally love watching Mike McDaniel's press conference down in Miami, but I'm worried he might be in over his head. He's losing control of that team, and like it's going to be really bad in Miami this year. I wanted him to succeed. I like the guy, but I think that's a dumpster fire about to ignite there. And then the Patriots are still rebuilding, so and then the Jets are the Jets, right? So I like the Bills.
Vrabel is back in the building in New England.
What do you have in the AFC East?
I mean, I want to disagree just for the sake of disagreeing, but I can't. It's too hard to go against Josh Allen. Dude was robbed last year. And honestly, I think the only other team that's going to give him a run for his money would be the Jets if they had Aaron Rodgers. But since they don't, and apparently he's elsewhere now, crazy. I miss the days. Can I just say this real quick? I told you we're not going to do tangents, but I lied to you. I miss the days when players stayed with a team for like 20 years minimum.
Yeah.
Like, I'm tired of all these moves. It's like wrestling. They go from here to there. They're with this faction, and I can't handle it. My brain is already filled with useless information, like my kids' social security numbers. I've had enough. I'm going to pick the Bills. In reality, all jokes aside, I would say the Dolphins would give them a run for their money, but Miami will Miami. They can't win in December. They're fish. They need the warm waters, and let's just be honest, December and January do not afford that.
Traditionally, December and January aren't good months for fish. They typically disappear and go away.
Not only that, but they're stock tanks, and then they get sold to...
Yeah.
But let's talk about the AFC West. Broncos and Chiefs. I think these two, and the Raiders, and this is the best division in the AFC.
It might be the most well-coached division in football.
Mm-hmm.
You got Harbaugh, Pete Carroll, Andy Reid, and Sean Payton. I mean, come on, they're all Hall of Famers right there, right?
Yep.
And I know a lot of people are high on the Broncos this year. It's hard for me, though, to pick them over the Chiefs. Like, the Chiefs are the Chiefs. Yes, they're getting older, but I think they still have another year or two, and I think the Chiefs win that division.
I think what happened to the Chiefs in the Super Bowl last year, I think it really messed with them. And I'm not just saying that because the Eagles were the ones that did it. There was something that happened. You could see it in the eyes. Like, people were crying. I mean, the people were losing their S up in the box. Taylor Swift wrote a song about it. Now Travis Kelce's trying to find a new identity as a man and doing the housework because he's afraid. He's terrified. And I think that game has really ushered in a new era of Denver Bronco football. I think that, I do. I think the Denver Broncos, Bo Nix, you got that sexy offense. You got a young running game. You got an offensive line that's got it going on. I'm calling Denver to win the AFC West, but listen, it's not going to be a runaway. I think the Chiefs are in tow, and the Raiders. And listen, you have the Chargers, who God knows where they play from nowadays. I don't even know. But they won 11 games last year, and people look at them like, how could they play? But this division, we might have every team winning 10 or more games in this division this year.
That'd be fun. Yeah. Chargers, fun team. I mean, how can you root against Harbaugh, right? All he does is win.
Well, there's some innate bias here. But we can ignore that and continue on. We have too much to talk about. Not enough time to love on the Harbaugh bros. AFC North, you know, you talked about Aaron Rodgers supposedly going to Pittsburgh this year. I don't even know mentally if he's there. I think he's still in the Meadowlands. I think he's underneath the stadium talking to leprechauns and doing all sorts of things that they do ayahuasca retreating. This is the Ravens division. I don't see anybody else really giving them a run for their money. I mean, maybe Cincinnati. I don't know. What say you?
I think bearing an injury, I mean, it's Baltimore's division, right? They should easily win it, and that's that.
It is that. It would be nice to see Cleveland do something. You know, like,
come on.
I know. Wouldn't it be nice though? For once.
Talk about a dumpster fire.
Those long-suffering fans, they deserve something. They really do.
For the content, they should just start Shador. Like, he should be the quarterback. What are we doing this Flacco thing? Like, what's going on? Come on. Everyone wants Sanders out there. Put him in. It's like we need something to talk about every week. You put Sanders in, there's something to talk about. It's fun. Like, you're not going to win anyways.
I mean, a lot of people said he looks good in camp. Like, really good. And honestly, I think they have to do this because he's won a Super Bowl, dude. He's a Super Bowl winning quarter. You got to put the man in. He can shepherd the lad. They're not the same play style at all, but he can talk about reads because it looks like Sanders right now is going to be that one read, quick slant, you know, dump off, as you call it, the dink and dunk offense.
Right.
Yeah, dude. It would be cool to see it. I think we're going to see it. Flacco's going to get hurt. He's a statue back there. What is he, 80?
Yeah.
So,
he's got now,
yeah. The AFC South, Texans, Colts, Jags, Titans. I'm just going to say it. It's now or never for Jacksonville.
Yes, I'm with you.
That long-haired hippie. Get it together, dude. Get it together.
I know. Cartersville, Georgia's own Trevor Lawrence. I think this is the year. Maybe he finally got the right coach there. He's on his third head coach already, I think. Crazy. And I can only imagine his fourth or fifth offensive coordinator at this point. They got Brian Thomas, receiver. Still got some weapons. I mean, they should be decent. That division's not very good. Houston, like, are we really buying into Houston? Their defense is good, but are they there on offense? Yeah, like you said, it's now or never for Jacksonville.
I think it's now or never, and I'm going to choose never for them.
Oh, wow.
I was going to say, this is Indy's division to lose, man.
Indy?
Yeah, I'm going to say,
Indy?
Yeah, they got a new offensive line. They play indoors.
Daniel Jones?
Griffin, this is such a great year for our reunion because there's so many new beginnings around the NFL, and, like, this is one of them. This is his chance to shed New York. Everybody wants to leave New York. All the New Yorkers go to Florida and elsewhere. Nobody wants to live there. People vacation, they go to Today's Show, but that's it. Then you're gone. Get out. And for that reason, I'm taking Indy, baby. Jonathan Taylor running the ball.
I've watched a lot of NFL previews and listened to a lot of podcasts over the past few weeks. You might be the first person in America who I have heard who has picked Indy to win that division. No one is high on Indy. No one.
All OG strains here in Wins World.
Wow.
I'm going for it. So we have our AFC division winners now. Let's be honest. Let's get to the more popular side of the aisle.
Yeah.
Let's start on your side of the country, Griff, and let's talk about that NFC West. And you know what? It's your division, so go for it first, sir.
Oh, yeah. I'm a 49ers fan, and I think the 49ers will win this division. They have an easy schedule this year. I think they're going to, take advantage of that. They're flying under the radar. I wonder, though, because I've heard a lot of different people in previews say, the Niners are flying under the radar. Well, if everyone is saying you're flying under the radar, are you really flying under the radar? I don't know. But I do think no matter where they are on the radar, they're going to win the division. They should be healthier this year. CMC should be back. I don't know who their receivers are. I mean, Ricky Pearsall is like our number one receiver at this point. That's not really that great. I think they'll make the playoffs. They're going to be fine. Purdy's going to be, he's a top 3 quarterback in football, right? Definitely better than Jalen Hurts. So, yeah, I like the Niners in this division. I think Seattle will be tough, but I think they're still a year or two away. Cardinals are always pesky with Kyler running around back there, not really being like a true quarterback. He's running. Like, throw the ball like a man, stop running around like a little girl. He always creates issues for the Niners. So they could split with the Cardinals maybe. Rams are going to be good if they can stay healthy. They're always Sean McVay's a great coach. But I think Stafford, I think there's going to be some lingering injuries there that are getting older. I'm not buying into the Rams. So that's why I like the Niners.
I'm with it, bro. I am with it. I don't see another team in this division that can overcome Brock Purdy. Like, he is a good quarterback. Listen, he got his arm broken against the Eagles a few years ago. Hassan Reddick just took it to him. But when he's healthy, jokes aside, he's a good quarterback. And listen, he doesn't cost a lot of money, and that is a GM's dream, right?
Hey, he just became a dad in the offseason, so he's got that new dad strength.
I don't know. That could be a detriment. I know that exhausts a lot of people.
I think it's a plus.
Depending on how traditional his wife is, we're gonna plant some homing beacons, maybe some hidden microphones to see what kind of combos they're having. And if there's a lot of late hour arguing, I would say that's gonna show up on Sundays. But time will tell. Yeah, I don't see any reason why your boys don't win. I too will take the Niners.
Wow.
Yeah. How about the NFC North? What a great addition for, again, a fan base that deserves something. They live in the elements, right? Green Bay, I mean, they had some great years, but what a great way to wake up one morning. You're like, we have freaking Micah Parsons? Yeah. What? I mean, it's great for them. Sucks for Dallas. We'll talk about that in a few minutes. But this also sexifies the heck out of this, let's be honest, 3-team race that we have with the Lions, Packers, and Vikings. The Bears, nah, I'm not there. I'm not there yet. I'm not there with Chicago. But those 3 teams, kind of like we talked about the AFC, these 3 teams are going to be the same kind of division where you have maybe 3 of the teams winning 10 or more games.
Right.
This is going to be that. I mean, what? Minnesota won 14 games last year. The Packers are right there when Love is not hurt, when people aren't hurt, when people aren't dropping passes. And then the Lions just got infinitely better on defense. Who you got in this division?
You know, I've heard a lot of people doubt him, but I think I'm picking the Vikings. J.J. McCarthy. You know, a lot of people are like, well, the Vikings will be good if McCarthy can play decent, you know. Like, he's got so many weapons, right? I think they're going to run the ball a lot. As long as he can get the ball to Jefferson here and there, I think they're going to be fine. I like that coaching staff on the Vikings. I mean, look what they did with Sam Darnold last year. And before he got hurt last year, a lot of people were high on McCarthy. There were some arguments that McCarthy could be starting over Darnold before he got hurt. So, like, why is that suddenly going away? Like, the Packers, they're going to be tough, right? But they were still young. They were the youngest team in football last year. I think overall, the Vikings roster better than the Packers roster, and I like their coaching staff better. So I'll go with the Vikings. Yeah, and both teams making the playoffs. And I do think the Lions, by the way, I think the Lions will take a step back, losing both coordinators. Yeah, they'll probably be better on defense, but is that offense going to be the same without Ben Johnson there? I don't know, and I don't trust the meathead Dan Campbell. He's a raw guy. He's not X's nose, you know, so they're going to take a step back for sure. It happens every year. You lose your coordinators, you know, you're worse the following year. And then the Bears, they're just not there yet. They'll win 7-8 games, but they're not there yet.
So ironic how the team with the most wins in the regular season is usually the easiest out in the postseason. And all of us know it's Minnesota. Like, as soon as they get to late January, it's, okay. The real Minnesota, please stand up. And then they get tagged out.
Division, but the Packers going farther in the playoffs maybe.
Yeah. And they have to play at home. Let's be honest. They're not going to win in 10 feet of snow in Green Bay. So I kind of want to go with the Hacks and go with the Packers just because of Micah Parsons. I think...
Oh, boy.
I agree with you. I agree with you only for the regular season. I have no reason to disagree. Now, come postseason, they'll get eliminated as usual. But for regular season, I, too, will take Minnesota. The NFC South, the source of ire in the counties that surround us, Radio Griff, surrounded by Falcons fans. Delulu, as the kids would say.
They are Delulu, aren't they?
Yeah. They have Penix envy. They're very concerned. They should be, because Tampa Bay is for real this year. And I'm going to take Tampa Bay to win it.
I think I'm with you. I'm not buying into the Falcons. I'm not buying into their head coach situation. See, when I think about the big picture, I envision that head coach holding a Lombardi trophy. I can't see him on the podium come February, whatever, I don't see it. I think I don't think their defense is very good. They're serviceable on offense. But hey, Tampa's good, man. Like Baker and Evans and Godwin's gonna be back, and their defense is better. They've got some decent running backs, young running backs. I like Tampa. Obviously the Saints aren't gonna be any good. Carolina's not gonna be any good. I mean, the Falcons, there's no reason they can't sneak in as a wild card. And then who knows what happens at that point. But if we're talking about division winners, I'll take Tampa.
I like the idea of a wild card, but it seems like every year the wild card team has to win more games than the year before. Like 9 games used to be it, now it's 10 and so on. So I'm going to go Tampa too. And I feel bad for Falcons fans, but they're going to continue to suffer while they have leadership that does not know how to draft. So there you have it. And now let's save the best for last, baby. The NFC East. Home of well, it doesn't matter, as Griffin said. They did some stuff last year. Who you got in the NFC East, Griff?
I like the Commanders. For sure.
Yeah.
They got Debo now. They're going to be even better.
Debo of new or Debo of old? Because he is a year older and
he's healthy. Terry got his contract. He's going to be happy and healthy.
No, he got paid. Now he has nothing to play for. That goes against the
He wants that ring now, baby. So I like the Commanders. I think the Eagles take a step back. It's hard to repeat in the NFL. It is. And I heard a stat, the same team hasn't won the division back-to-back since 2004?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Yeah.
So with that said, I like the Commanders this year.
The only reason I disagree with you is because I truly believe that they will take a step back, but their step back is still far ahead of that which is in second. And I think Washington's the team that's nipping at the heels. They were 1 game away. I mean, they got pounded in the NFC Championship, but their quarterback is the truth. As long as he stays healthy,
as long as
he'll be good. But I'll take the Birds in the NFC East. Okay, AFC Championship, NFC Championship. Who you got?
Thinking the AFC, I'm gonna have the Bills versus. I think it's gonna be. I do think it's going to be the Chiefs again. I think it's going to be the Bills and Chiefs. And in the NFC, I do think it's the 49ers versus the Commanders.
Yeah. Wow.
Super Bowl.
Commanders have home field or 49ers?
49ers will. Yeah, 49ers might only lose a game this year, so.
Totally.
Yeah. 49ers, Bills in the Super Bowl. And then, anything can happen in the Super Bowl.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
In the Super Bowl. Total homer take. I wouldn't expect anything else from you, but I respect it. I think we're going to have a repeat of Bills-Ravens in the AFC of the playoffs last year. And we had that first week this year. So we're going to preview that, but I think that's our AFC championship. And then the NFC, I think we are going to see the Bucks and the Eagles.
Oh, what a boring.
Totally. Snooze fest. Advertisers nightmare. An absolute nightmare. But there it is. Our picks for 2025 for you, Wins Worldians. And click the link to the next video where we go game by game for week 1, baby. Let's get it.